Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Tonight's Westview pregame show is brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet no matter where you live. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Tonight, but talk about the Northwood win. We don't beat them very often. I think about 1 out of 4 tries on average. So good win, regardless of it's Northwood's first game. What did you like most about our performance the other night? Was it our patience on our offense, our defense, or something else?
No, it was both of those. I felt like defensively, we hard hedged ball screens really well, which our guys were able to fight over top of those screens and keep their guy in front, which is something we kind of struggled with in the past. And it was a slower paced game because of their zone defense. But us giving up 28 points when they have Tyler Rosh, who is a heck of a big guy, I was really pleased with our guys, our talk on the defensive end and just our intensity throughout the entire game. We seemed like we didn't really give up anything easy the whole game.
Yeah, I agree. You talked about executing that, getting over the screens, and then screening well on the offense end. Well, that kind of went out a little bit with the zone defense.
Yes.
But were you anticipating that much zone, or that kind of catch you off guard?
No, we talked about their zone, but we had just gone against a 1-2-2, so we didn't really do a whole lot against it. Our guys, we had a plan that we knew that we like to use. And then we actually ended up switching what we did at halftime and just sat Luke or Wiley in the middle. So we had a guy who could kind of make plays in there and just made him kind of post up wherever he could find a spot in the middle. And that was what got us some extra shots on the perimeter was we'd throw it to him and then they'd have to suck in and guard him. And before that, we were not able to get the ball to the middle. So
I thought it showed a lot of maturity from the guys. They were patient. They still defended even when the shots weren't falling. You know, when's the last time you shot 29% and won a game? Against a good team.
Yeah.
So tonight, Central Noble, you've got some film on them probably.
Which is
a little
nice.
unusual this year. So they're off to a 3-0 start. Talk about them, what they like to do. They got a new coaching staff and maybe some new players. What do they like to do out there?
Offensively, they kind of run the motion that looks a little bit like ours. A little bit of that swing motion. So you'll see a lot of back screens. Sometimes they like to settle for threes a little bit more maybe, which is what we're hoping we can force if we can keep them out of the lane. But they do have a couple guards who are really good at getting to the rim. So if we can keep them out and make them shoot threes, that'll be to our advantage. And then for them defensively, they're I think pretty solid. They're in the right spots. They block out well. They compete hard. So it's going to be, I think, one of the better teams in the conference. And this is, I think, an early kind of big conference matchup.
Yeah, if you want to win the conference, these are one of these games that matter later on.
One.
So going with the same starters tonight as we did against Northwood?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good luck, Coach.
Yep, thank you.
We'll be back to Central Noble High School right after this.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673. We're back at Northwood High School. Jerry Hostetler with Jamie Miller tonight. Good to have you along in this big conference battle between Westview and Central Noble, which Coach Pribble and Jamie were just talking about. Both teams are out on the floor getting in their pregame warm-ups, and this is a big game here tonight.
This time last year, we eked out a 51-50 victory. I hadn't remembered that. My memory's only about a week and a half long these days, but
you got a lot going on.
But probably more important than that was the last time we faced this team was in the sectional championship. Right. And we came out and I thought probably played our best game of the year. I mean, we drilled 3 after 3 and came out aggressive and just put it to them, and ended up winning 78-65, which is a great score for a sectional championships game, which are typically a little more defensive-minded.
Right.
And so the reason I bring that up is there's a lot of returning players for Central Noble who I'm sure remember that game quite well, and that provides a little extra motivation. And I remember in years past when we would beat a team, and this is several years ago, we'd beat Jimtown for the sectional championship on their floor, and the next year the rivalry went to another level.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we played them that summer in summer league, and they were out for blood.
Yeah.
And so that's just a natural instinct, I think. When someone beats you, you want to even the score. And so we are going to have to come with a lot of energy tonight. We're going to have to be really smart. We're certainly going to have to shoot better than we did the other night against Northwood. But I think the key is not let Central Noble get out to a hot start, make them earn their shots. They're going to shoot threes. For the year, they've shot 47 threes, which is just a little over 15 per game. But they're only shooting 27% out there. So they're not shooting a high percentage. Now at home, all it takes is one good night to change that quite a bit. It's early in the season, and if you look at our percentages after the other night, you wouldn't think we shoot very well either.
That's true after that game. Man.
But we know what we can do and what we're capable of. So I'm really interested to see this game tonight. I think it's tough early in the season to judge too much based on who people play. Central Noble plays a lot of teams that we never even think about playing.
Fort Wayne South,
Fort Wayne
Canterbury,
South, exactly.
Season.
So
yeah.
you don't know exactly how everybody's matched up, and so but based on early results, it would seem like Central Noble and Westview, at least among some other teams, are near the top of the NECC conference in depth and experience and skill level. And so tonight's really important if we want to go out there and have a chance to win the conference this year, the regular season conferences. A lot of times it's decided in early games like this because there's not a whole lot of other teams on the schedule. You know, if you look at Central Noble and who they're going to play, there's not a lot of other conference teams that are going to have a chance to beat them.
That's
so
right.
Winning that head-to-head matchup is crucial. So really excited about this game tonight.
A lot of years we play these teams in the conference 3 times, depending on how the draw is in the NECC tournament, which is coming up. We might talk about that at halftime. We've got the draw there, but so you have that back and forth a lot of times where one team will win maybe on their home court, and then the other team will win during the NECC, and then they'll be matched up again in the sectional.
That's right. That's that old 3 times in a year thing where you're tired of each other by the third one, but somebody has to win.
Exactly.
So never know. Like you said, the draw for the NECC and where you're at, you may avoid each other, but typically when you got 2 of the better teams in the conference, it seems like they find a way to meet somewhere along that tournament.
Well, I know we've had that a lot with, it seems like Fairfield and Central Noble especially stand out in my mind, where, of course, like East Side's they're in our sectional now, right?
Yes.
Kind of gotten, but
this
so
I think they are. Let's see.
Fairfield and Central Noble have been in the same sectional for quite a while. I think Central Noble was out that one year when they won the state. Didn't they go up to 3A or something? Or what might?
Well, I know Fairfield was up. They were up for a little while, and then they went back down to 2A.
Right.
So Central Noble, I believe, has stayed in 2A, but I don't think they were always in our sectional. I think they had shifted things around.
Yeah, they did.
We had some teams that we didn't play a lot that ended up there, but now it's some of the more regular teams.
Yeah. And speaking of that, LaVille used to be in our sectional. Now they're on our regular season schedule. They're having a pretty good year this year. Haven't looked ahead that much, but I mean, I saw where they were ranked in the state.
Oh, is that right?
In 2A, but it's early. Sometimes those teams get a high rating just because of their success last year.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know hardly of anybody that votes on those things that goes out of their way to watch every practice and preseason and see who's got what. So that would be a
I've
tough
heard of
call.
that team, so I'll put
Yeah,
them
they
up
were
there.
good last year, so let's put them up there.
Yeah,
so they have a good coaching staff. They've been there forever and so forth. So, I think we're going to come out ready to play. I think when you play a team like Northwood, it really took a lot of mental toughness to get through that because nothing was easy.
No.
You're not number one, you haven't seen them in person. Number two, they're playing a defense that it's very rare for us to play against for an entire game, and we certainly don't practice against it very much. Number 3, you throw in a 6'8", Tyler Roush under the basket, who just eliminates a big portion of your offense.
Right.
You know, we did a good job in the second half of getting the ball in the middle to Luke, who would then create, but we didn't get layups out of it.
Right.
You know, we kick it to the corner, and Zepp hit a couple of big threes, and then I believe it was the third quarter, maybe it was fourth, that really kind of gave us a working margin. And so hopefully we can ride some of that momentum to have a big win here tonight. But I would expect shots to come a little bit easier tonight.
Oh, yeah.
A little more of a free-flowing game, a
think-
little more fun game to watch.
Can pretty much guarantee our fans that there's going to be a lot more points scored tonight than there were on Thursday night.
That seems like a safe guarantee.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can guarantee that. So we're about 5 minutes away from tip-off. Both teams have returned to their locker rooms. We're going to take another break here. We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout.
Host your next conference or retreat in the heart of Amish country at the Farmstead Inn and Conference Center in Shipshewana. Our beautiful Amish-inspired inn is within walking distance to downtown shopping, theater, and delicious food. The perfect setting for any event. Located across from the famous Shipshewana auction, where every Wednesday at 9 a.m. you can find deals on furniture, antiques, primitives, art, glassware, tools, architectural salvage, and so much more. Plan the perfect getaway. Visit ShipshewanATradingPlace.com.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Here, but then, yeah. We're back at Central Noble High School, and we've got a few minutes here before the tip-off for tonight's game, and we had touched on, Jamie, the draw, or the NECC tournament, and that'll be coming up here before we know it, right after the new year, the second week in the new year. And Westview has drawn the bye this year and won't play until, what is it, Wednesday?
January 10th? Yeah, Wednesday.
Right.
I believe that's Wednesday. So when we'd play potentially Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Right.
And that's always a big bonus to get an extra day, to get that by.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it is,
Yeah.
because playing 4 games in 5 nights, no matter what your depth is,
Right.
if it doesn't take it out of you that week, it tends to show up the following week.
That's right.
Just because it's you expend more energy in a game than you do in practice. And so, yeah, so we drew Lakeland. We are the home team in that game. And so we play at, 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday, January 10th. If we would happen to win that game, we would play from the pool of Fairfield, Cherubusco, Prairie Heights, and Fremont. And right now I'd say probably Fremont and Fairfield would be the favorites coming out of there. And then it kind of is a toss-up. I see Fairfield would be the home team. So
Right.
I'm not necessarily predicting, but it seems like Fairfield might have an inside track to get to the semifinals
I think
there.
with home court advantage, I have to agree with that.
And then we would, if we would somehow be fortunate enough to win, then we would be playing over at Fairfield, which is always a exciting time.
Yeah, it sure is. There's been some barn burners over there over the years.
Yeah, and then so we would avoid Central Noble and West Noble until the final, if we would get that far, or they would get that far. The other bracket has Hamilton against East Side, and then West Noble and Central Noble. That'll be an interesting game.
Yeah,
and
it
then
should
Angola and Garrett have the other bye, and we'll play the winner of West Noble and Central Noble. So it's always interesting. By then we'll know a whole lot more about the conference and who has what and so forth. So just who can keep improving. The thing I'm so impressed with Coach Preble is he just seems to have a very good grasp on his team and what they need to do.
Exactly. He's got a God-given ability to be a basketball coach.
He does.
Really is.
He's really, he's very. I don't want to say this the wrong way. He has a very kind demeanor about him.
Right.
But he knows when to be tough.
He
and
does.
He knows how to push the right buttons with his guys. He doesn't do it publicly. He doesn't, scream and rant and rave. He just knows how to get it done effectively. And I think that's really encouraging as far as if you want your son to play for that, or
Right.
little kids coming up see that, and that's it's one thing to be a nice guy and not win, but he's from appearances he's very good with the players and he's winning.
Yeah, he seems to. He's only coached let's see, what is this, his 4th year, but he seems to have more of a demeanor of and the ability of a veteran coach that's been coaching for a long time.
Yeah,
that's
right.
That's what impresses me. I mean, he adjusts to situations. He adjusts to different player personalities. I haven't seen anything I don't like about the guy so far.
Yeah, he's really, the other night was really, he kept his guys focused. And we came out in the second half with some adjustments that let us get a little bit of a working margin eventually. And, we knocked down the free throws. And, we did have some turnovers in the fourth quarter. But holding the ball against a team like that's probably their strength is just attacking the ball and guarding.
Yeah.
It was tough. And it's a good learning experience. And that's why early in the year you want to play those teams. You want to know what you got to work on. And they do. The improvement they showed last year from start to finish was remarkable, taking over
definitely.
where they had come from and where they ended up. And so, not every team goes that great, but the sign of a good coach is to at least maximize the talent that you have.
And that's exactly what he's done in the short time that he's been at Westview.
Absolutely. So, we've seen not just the team improve, but we've seen the individual players improve. And of course, that's on the individual to work out and to do what you need to do. But I also think that it speaks to a program that expects that out of players.
Right.
If you're going to play for us, we expect you to improve. And I think you can look right down the lineup of everybody that's out there that was here before, and you can see improvement in their games in at least one area.
Definitely. And if you look at Coach Pribble's record, he's 50. Yeah, that's a kind of a milestone win for him on Thursday. Got his 50th win as a coach. He's only lost 29 games. So he's had a winning record wherever he's been, and now he's 20-10 at Westview, so another bit of a milestone there, hitting his 20-win mark.
And I think, he's it's not like he took an obscure job at Westview. There's kind of expectations here.
That's right.
And, he applied for it, and he was in Southern Indiana. And I think also to his credit is he has a coaching staff that has experience and has some insight into areas that strengthens that staff and their strategy and everything. So it's just
I think it benefited him too, because he did some. His father-in-law coached here. He was familiar with the area, and did he assist maybe down here for a little bit?
Maybe not. I don't remember that he did. He might have, but
he was familiar with the conference and Westview and that type of thing. But he also knew what he was getting into, like you said. I mean, there is a bit of expectations here. That
absolutely. It's sectional or bust every year, right?
That's right. So, and he took care of that in year one. Got us past the sectional into the regional. So.
Well, I think one sign that's good for the program, and every school goes through ups and downs, regardless of coaching staffs and so forth. But just a few short years ago, we were struggling to get enough people to fill out a varsity and a JV team, believe it or not.
Very good point, yeah.
And this year, we actually have a few people that they can have a C team, which in years past would have been called freshmen.
Yeah.
And so they're at least playing some games. And so I think the numbers are up.
Right.
And that's a really good sign, and let's hope they stay that way and we can develop the younger crowds and have sustained success.
Yeah, there was a few years where we didn't actually have a freshman team, right?
Oh, many years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had coached one in, it would have been Drew's freshman year, my son Drew, who graduated 3 years ago.
Wow.
And I don't know that they had one from then until now.
Right.
Maybe they did, and I forgot about it. But yeah, it's been
a dry spell.
Slim pickings for a while.
That's right.
But ever since that, it takes a big senior class or big class going through to kind of stack the numbers a little bit, and we have that this year. We have 6 seniors.
Right.
So they've stuck it out, and that helps the whole program.
Well, another thing that bodes well for the future is JV remained undefeated tonight as they defeated Central Noble, so they're now 5-0 on the season.
Absolutely.
They've done an excellent job under Coach Grau, And so we've got, you mentioned all the seniors we have, but it sounds like we've got some pretty good replacements coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. I think last year, if you would have looked at this upcoming year, you would have said, because the JV struggled last year, you would have said, oh boy, what are we going to do after this year? But they're filling in, they're improving, they're growing, and so that's rewarding.
Well, Caden and Wyatt didn't hurt anything.
Oh, absolutely.
Having them come in.
Yeah.
I mean, they have been huge.
They really, two of our starters and two of our three top scorers.
Right.
So that definitely has
Zepp's
helped.
our leading scorer, and Grau is averaging 9. So, we're getting close to the introduction of the starting lineups for tonight's game, and as we do that, we will do it as the PA announcer announces the lineups to the crowd here on hand. And a good crowd, Jamie. Good crowd.
Yeah, that other side is pretty much full.
Yep.
And our side, the whole gym's pretty much full. So that's awesome to see for a Saturday night Hoosier Hysteria.
And the way things are starting out, I think we might be on our feet a lot tonight because we're with the Westview crowd this year. We've changed sides of the gym, so it's kind of nice being at home.
It is. You're not hearing the taunts and the screams of the opponent.
Right. So
I think you're right. We might be standing where we're at. We're not up very high.
As they come out, Luke Helmuth will start at one forward for the Warriors, the 6'1 senior, averaging 11.5 points per game. Wiley Minix, a 6'2 senior, also for the Warriors, number 35, averaging 9.5 points per game. Also in the starting lineup for the Warriors will be Austin Slabaugh, a 6'1 freshman, averaging 2.8 points per game. Caden Grau, a 6'3 sophomore, averaging 9 points per game, as I mentioned. And Wyatt Zepp at 13.3 points per game, the 6'6 senior, Wyatt Zepp. And now for the Central Noble Cougars. Starting at one guard will be Spencer Adams, a 5'10 senior. Spencer's averaging 3.3 points per game. Number 5 is Drew Pleat, 5'8 senior. He's their leading scorer at 15.3 points per game. Also leads his team in steals with 6. Next out for the Central Noble Cougars is number 12, Jackson Andrews, a 6'2 senior, averaging 5.7 points per game. Reddick Zolman, a 6'2 junior, averaging 8.7 points per game. And rounding out the lineup for the Cougars will be Isaiah Gard, averaging 6.3 points per game, and he's their leading rebounder, averaging 4.6 rebounds per game.
Is he a senior?
He is a senior, yes.
So they start 4 seniors and a junior.
Right.
So as we mentioned, very experienced team. And I remember looking at their roster last year during sectional and think, oh man, most of them are coming back.
Coming back, yeah. Especially Pleat. I mean, I think he really had a good game, especially the first game against us.
He's one of those guys that, well, first of all, he's left-handed, so they just seem to have a knack, and he really does, of getting to the basket, getting in the lane. He's really good at little floaters and teardrops.
Tip is tipped around and finally into the hands of Central Noble. Pleat with the basketball. He'll get it to Adams.
Austin Slabaugh starting out guarding Pleat. I was wondering to see who they put on him. His length may bother Pleat a little bit.
Pleat looked to drive, can't do it. He'll get it to Andrews. Back up top, it'll come now to Zolman, and they'll get it underneath to the big guy. Now we have a double dribble on Central Noble, so we'll come back the other way with Westview.
Looks like Central Noble's going to pick up full court, kind of put some token pressure. Nice screen by Zepp that time to let Pleat know he's can't just do that anytime he wants.
Minix doubled up on a baseline. He'll get it out front. Shot's no good. Back come the Cougars on a rebound.
Yeah, Zepp was drilling from out there in warm-ups. That's a good spot for him.
Little floater goes for Pleat. Pleat shooting 48% from the field.
Yeah, that's one of those little floaters we talk about. He really is good at that shot, and that's hard to stop because he's just kind of chucking it up there before anybody can
react.
Can really get, yeah, exactly.
Grau tries to bounce pass it inside, but cutting in anticipation of that pass was Pleat, and he'll take it all the way down and be fouled as he drove it toward the basket. Foul's going to go against Caden Grau, his first team foul on Westview. In fact, the first foul of the entire ball game.
We had initial post presence that time with Zepp, but by the time the pass got released, he had lost position already, and there we lost somebody on the inbounds play.
Yeah, guard gets loose and puts it in off the glass. So Central Noble out to a 4-0 lead. Austin Slaybog, he'll go left side to Helmuth. Luke makes the drive to the baseline and cross courts it over to Wyatt, Wiley, and he misses the three, and back comes Central Noble on the rebound.
Yeah, that pass kind of took him out of his shooting position. There, Luke used a little bit too much hands to guard his man that time.
So Luke Helmuth picks up his first foul. Central Noble will be inbounding underneath their own basket off to the right.
I think it's important with the shooting we had the other night to come out and hit some shots early, kind of relax us a little bit, because we're a good shooting team. We just didn't have it the other night.
Pleat on a drive. This time it hits off the back of the iron. No good. And Grau pulls down the rebound for Westview. Back come the Warriors. Slaybog in control on the wing. And we have a elbow. Offensive foul is going to be called on Austin Slaybog.
Yeah, that's a tough call there. Pleat's really up in his face. And he's smaller, so he can get under him a little bit. But I like the non-reaction by Austin on that. That was a disputed call, I would say, in my opinion, but he didn't demonstrate any emotion. He just plays with a maturity out there that you love to see.
Yep. Central Noble in control. Pleat with the basketball. Drives, puts it up off the glass and got it. So 4 of his team's 6 points have been scored by Drew Pleat.
Yeah, and there we got a foul on Pleat. That'll back him off a little bit, maybe. They have to call something because it's just getting pretty physical already.
And we're only about a minute and a half into the ball game. A couple minutes and a half, I guess. Luke takes it into the lane, gives off to Wyatt Zepp. Back to Luke, out front. Grau left wide open for three, and he sinks it.
Yeah, he just got a knack out there, and he's just got a calm, easy shot. So that was a big shot to get us back in the game.
He's way up there in shooting percentage, too, close to 75% from three. Shot by Pleat. He gets the roll on the. Was that Pleat?
Nope, that was Adams.
Adams, yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. That was a tough shot. That was good defense by Austin, but he just hit a better shot.
5-point lead for Central Noble, 8-3. Grau gets it to Zepp. He'll try a three, and he can't get the roll. Rebounds yanked down by Zolman. He'll get it to Pleat.
Nice job fighting down defense down there by Zepp, getting guard out of there.
Faking the three was guard. He drives it to the basket, misses the bunny underneath, and Grau gets the rebound for Westview. Chance to cut into that Central Noble lead here.
Yeah, I think we want guard shooting that if we can get him shooting it.
Luke shot short. Rebound comes down to Spencer Adams. Adams feeds Pleat. Pleat holds up without driving toward the basket. Gets the pass on the wing. Shot is missed by Zolman. Back come the Warriors, and Luke Helmuth with a coast-to-coast drive all the way down and puts it in off the glass. Warriors back within three.
Well, this is already more points than we had in the first half the other night, wasn't it?
That's right.
Well, maybe not quite, but
it's getting close.
It was 14-10 at halftime the other night.
Pleat drives again. This time, good defense by Wiley. Minix takes it out. Stops up short at the free throw line. Now Grau has it in the corner, and he hits another three. So the Warriors have tied it 8-3. We were down, 6-0, and then 8-3. All tied up at 8. 3:20 to go in the first quarter.
We got both cheer blocks into the game. We've got racing up and down the floor. We got 3 points. We got everything already, Jerry.
That's right.
Now, it was a nice steal down there by Wiley, and then he was out on the break, and that's a position he's not in a whole lot.
Guard
that had to be a travel.
had to be something.
Well, they said he was bobbling it, so
Yeah.
it didn't count, but it looked bad.
Yeah. Grau drives it into the paint. He'll put up the little jumper. Got it.
Wow, nice shot. They shot that right over guard.
8 for Grau already. 8 of his team's 10 points, and the Warriors have their first lead of the evening. Guard with it out front. We'll go left side to Andrews. He'll drive and be double teamed.
Yeah, nice help by Luke that time.
Long three-pointer off the mark by Zolman, but he gets his own rebound. Turnaround jumper inside the paint. Won't go, and the rebound, Wiley Minix for Westview.
Usually you're not too happy as a coach when you give up a 24-foot offensive rebound, but we got away with it that time.
Yeah, you got to give Zolman credit for chasing his shot, and Slaybaugh hits a three.
Is that his first three of the year?
I believe
it
so.
might be.
13-8, Westview's build a 5-point lead now. Out front is Zolman. Gets it down. Pleat tries to drive. Good defense by Oscar Slaybaugh.
He does a nice job of moving his feet without grabbing.
Isaiah Guard, good defense against him as he drove and spun toward the basket. Had it rejected. Luke Helmuth with the basketball. Grau triple team. That left Luke wide open, but he misses a shot underneath. Good defense by Zolman, or by Guard.
I think he might have got a piece of that. Wiley tip it out.
Yeah, it'll be Central Noble basketball. Wade Springer coming in for Westview, along with Brill.
So Pleats probably glad to see Austin go, but his reward is to have Wade Springer guarding him.
Isn't much difference here. Well, knocked out of bounds, last touch by Cade Grau. It'll stay in the possession of Central Noble.
See, we were down, what, 6-0?
Yes.
And so we've gone on a 13-2 run, I think predicated on our defense. We've had some breakouts because we're getting stops on this end.
Our defense is very tenacious so far tonight. Adams holding on the right wing. Grau on him. New face in the lineup, Nick Freeman in the ball game. Number 10 for Central Noble. Adams gets it in the corner to Zolman. Back out front now. It'll come to Kirchner, who's just checked in as well, number 14.
Yeah, we're beating them to, we know where they're trying to cut, and we're beating them to the spot. And that's right now why they're having trouble getting anybody open in a shooting position.
Good defense by Westview.
Yeah, Zepp doing a nice job fighting for position in there. You know, when you have a three-point shooter as a big guy a lot of times, they don't want to mix it up inside, but he's not like that.
Driving in, missing a shot was Pleat. We have a whistle, however. And a foul's going to be called on Wade Springer.
I was a little curious there. There's been a lot of contact out there, but he must have had his hand on the hip a little too much. Now I think we're going to give Zepp a break, bring in Micah Miller for the last, we got 6 seconds left in this quarter.
And that was the 14th foul. And now we got another foul, and that will be 5, and that'll be a shooting foul now. Micah Miller picks up a quick foul.
Well, that's one way to get in the scorebook. I thought they had called it the other way at first, but.
Yeah, that's what I thought. A lot of times that'll happen when they're trying to get position to get open. But it went against Westview, their 5th of the quarter, and as I mentioned, that will send them to the free throw line. Nick Freeman will be there. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe so far this year.
Well, you know, Micah ended the year last year playing a pretty key role on that sectional championship team. And this year it started out, you know, with Zepp moving in and taking some of those minutes, or the bulk of them. it's been a little bit of an up and down start for him. So, he just has to be patient. And, it says a lot about a senior that he's willing to accept that role. And
right.
It's a long season, and you're going to have plenty of opportunities. And we're glad to have him out there.
I think he'll adjust to that role now. I mean, it is, yeah. 2 for 2 for Adams. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Westview, or by Central Noble. That'll be Westview's basketball.
We're going to get Zepp and Minix in here because we got a last-second shot here coming. So get our 2 best three-point shooters in there. And
2.6 seconds to go. Micah Miller along with Luke Helmuth come out of the ball game. Inbounding will be Caden Grau. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay in the hands of Westview. And now there's 1.6, so we're going to have to get it up in a hurry. Wade Springer will inbound again for Westview. This time he hits Brill in the corner. His shot won't go. And we come to the end of the first quarter of play here at Central Noble High School in this northeast corner matchup between Westview and Central Noble. And our score, Westview 13, Central Noble 10. We'll be back right after this with the second quarter.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at Five Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine-in, carry-out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229. And we're back ready to start the second quarter here at Central Noble. Westview will be inbounding to begin the period.
Well, I think this is a relief for Westview to play a team that plays a more conventional defense than what we saw the other night, which was kind of a 1-2-2, 3-2, whatever you want to look at it, trapping. You can't run your offense. You got to run a few sets here and there. But mainly it's just grab the ball, be gritty, and find a way to get the ball in the basket, whereas tonight we have a little more opportunity to run sets.
Zepp pops a 3 off the mark, and back comes Central Noble off the rebound. Now Adams is bumped. Another foul on Westview.
Yeah, I think that was Pleat again causing that one, and that's kind of what he does. He just runs into you, and he gets the call a lot of times, so it's frustrating and hard to guard him. So we have Wade now with 2 fouls.
Yeah, I believe that was on. Yeah, it was on Wade. His second. Down low is guard, and he stepped on the out-of-bounds line, so it'll be Westview basketball on the turnover. Back in comes Austin Slaybaugh, and also Luke Helmuth for the Warriors, a senior and freshman.
Yeah, well, Westview rotating 8 players liberally in each game. And that's a little more than we've seen in recent years.
Yeah, that's good. Good to see that after the last few years.
Yeah, coaches are going to play who they trust, and having that 8, we go 9 deep. I know Camden's dealt with a little bit of a shoulder injury, and so let's put him behind just a little bit, but very capable of coming in and lighting it up out there as well.
Kirchner, number 14, picks up the foul for Central Noble as Westview inbounds it. In control is Luke Helmuth, and he's bumped again, this time by Kirchner.
One of the things you start seeing in game 4, 5, 6 is the scouting report is out there.
Yeah.
And so, like early in the year, Wyatt Zepp is an unknown, comes in there, drills 23 against Bethany, and now he's a little more of a marked man.
Yeah.
And Wiley came in a marked man. And so to have such and there's our ninth guy we put in. Camden's in there now. Every year's different.
Right. Camden, number 13. Luke drives. Fadeaway jumper's no good, but he's fouled. Like Jaden Tilley, who's just come in, got his hand in there, so that should be a shooting foul for Luke.
Yeah, that was just a clear out they run, set that Westview's run for years. And you try to catch the help side defense sleeping a little bit. And
Luke misses the first free throw. He'll get another. Luke shooting right around 78% from the free throw line.
well, he knocked him down the other night to lock that victory up.
That's right.
So it's good to get that first one through the hoop. I think that's his first point, isn't it?
He had one early in the game. He's got a field goal on
Okay.
too. 14-10, Westview with a 4-point lead. Shots up and good on the jumper by Pleat.
Right now, that's pretty much their offense. It's Pleat kind of going one-on-one and shooting a floater. And so if we can hold him to that, I think that's – Luke got fouled again. Oh, thought that was going to go in.
That would have counted too. So he'll go to the free throw line, shooting a pair here. Yeah, Pleat has half of their points.
We're going to be shooting free throws here. Real, that's their fourth foul already this
That's
quarter.
Right. Kind of flip-flop from the first quarter. Luke gets a free throw, so he's 2 for 3 now from the charity stripe tonight.
I'd like to see Camden get involved here and get it rolling a little bit. You know, I don't think he's probably on too many scouting reports because he's been out a little bit.
Right.
But that would be that'd be an opportunity for him.
Well, we know he can shoot from the outside. Good defender. With the basketball now is Andrews, and we have some bumping going on underneath, and it's going to be another foul on Westview.
Yeah, these are refs. I'm not that familiar with these guys, and they're really calling it tight out there. At this rate, we'll be home about 11:30.
Probably. And Jeremy, our engineer, might make it home tomorrow morning sometime.
Got a cot at the office, don't you? Or
Yeah, we should. I keep telling them that on these long trips home. Central Noble inbounding off the foul. That one went against Camden Yoder. Ball knocked loose by Camden and tries to chase it down. No, it's going to be over and back.
Well, the scoring has kind of dropped off here a little bit. It was, 13-8, and since then we haven't scored very much in a few minutes. But you know, sometimes changing your lineup will kind of take you out of a rhythm a little bit. But
I think that happened Thursday night. Of course, that was a very tough defensive game, but yeah, it can happen. Now got another foul.
Yeah, there's another hold. Well, both teams started out being really physical, and they were getting away with it. Now you can't even breathe on somebody and going to get a foul called. We'll see which team has more depth.
That's right. So now we're shooting. Austin Slaybaugh will go to the line for Westview. He has a three-pointer tonight for his scoring. 15-12, Westview by 3.
I think the referee is having a little chat with everybody down there saying, hey, guys, you don't want to spend all night on the free throw line. Let's quit grabbing and holding.
Austin puts that one in very easily. 6 out of 9 for Austin this year from the free throw line. And he hits them both. 17-12, Westview back up by 5. Adams bounce passes it left side to Pleat. Pleat tries to drive on Austin Slaybaugh. Fadeaway jumper hits off the back of the rim, no good, and Austin Slaybaugh grabs a rebound for Westview. Back comes Wiley Minix. Luke with a 3, and he got it.
Nice extra pass that time. We had the shot in the corner, but Luke had a better shot.
Yeah, smart pass by Camden. But that's a shot that he could make, no doubt. Guard with the basketball. Tries to drive on Zepp. Does, and then shoots it into the corner. Shot by Adams is off the mark. Tipped around. Adams grabs it. That was Pleat that took the shot. And now a three-pointer from the other corner is good by Guard.
Yeah, that's tough. To corral that rebound, we would have really had control of the game at that point. Isaiah Guard's only hit 1 3 all year before that. He was 1 for 11.
And Guard strips the ball away, and now we got an offensive foul. I didn't see that.
Wow,
happen,
I didn't see that either. That's some interesting calls out there. But, you know, as a coach, you got to keep your guys focused, not let them get caught up in the calls out there. I think the thing we're lacking a little bit out there is ball movement. We're just kind of catching it and watching. And we got to keep rolling and moving the ball, and we'll get some good shots.
Well, we should be used to that after Thursday. We had to keep moving that ball. Central Noble with the basketball into the lane by Zolman. His shot's up, or rather Andrews, no good. But
I don't know how you're supposed to guard somebody if you can't body them a little bit as they're driving across the lane like that. I mean, they're asking. That's old school basketball there, where you just didn't touch anybody.
Right. That's what it's come to, and I don't know whether they thought it was starting out too physical, so they're really watching them close now. Long three-pointer, no good, but the offensive rebound put back up and no good by Andrews, and he gets it back and he puts it up and in.
Yeah, we've just got out-fought for 2 straight offensive rebounds, and we were up 8, now it's only 3.
20-17, foul underneath. Once again, that will send Luke to the free throw line for Westview.
Yeah, he was a little out of control that time and got fortunate to get a foul out of that one.
So 2 more shots coming for Luke Helmuth. 20-17, Westview by 3. 4:17 to go in the first half. Luke rolls that one in. Helmuth now with 8 points tonight. 3 of those coming from the free throw line, and we'll have a chance for 1 more here. Camden Yoder comes back out of the ball game.
Well, we're forcing Central Noble. Their best offense the last 2 possessions has been offensive rebounds. So we're making them take tough shots.
Back into the ball game too is Freeman for Central Noble. Guard with the basketball, top of the circle. He'll go to Freeman. Now Pleat.
Central Noble comes in averaging 56 points a game.
Compared to our 53 and a half. Of course, that went down a lot on Thursday after Thursday.
Thursday affected that a lot.
Yeah. Putting 36 on the board on Thursday night against Northwood. Good bounce pass on the back door, and Zolman knocks it in off the glass.
Well, you can see Central Noble's maturity. They got older guys out there, and things aren't coming easy for them, but they're being patient. And they worked it a while and got a layup out of it.
Another kind of a lazy pass there and stolen. Reverse layups, no good by Adams, and back come the Warriors now. Wiley pulls up, high post left side, misses, gets his own rebound. Ground now with a shot. That's off the back of the rim, no good. Zepp with the offensive board has it blocked away, and now he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, good aggression that time. He just probably, if he had size 15 feet instead of 16 or whatever he's got, he might have not been out of bounds. But
that's right. Timeout on the court, 2:50 to go, first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Shipshe Automotive Service provides 5-star auto repair services in the Shipshewana area. See Shipshe Automotive's professional auto repair technicians for advanced diagnostics for your vehicle. From suspension and alignment to AC repair, brakes, and general maintenance, with Shipshe Automotive Service, you gain a partner you can trust with all your auto repair needs. Shipshe Automotive Service also provides 24-hour towing service. That's Shipshe Automotive Service. Call them at 260-768-7119.
I know. And we're back, ready to resume action. Westview out of their huddle. 2:50 to go, first half, 22-19, Westview leading.
Well, Zepp and Minix have had a little bit of a rough start to this game, missing shots and so forth, but they're playing hard on defense. They're keeping their guy in front of them and providing leadership out there. And the shots are going to come. That's the last thing you look at as a coach is, oh, he missed some shots. Are they taking good ones? Are they within the offense? Are they being unselfish? And I think you can answer yes to all that. We're going with a little 2-1-2 pressure, which is a little risky to give them openings because we've been making it really hard for them to score as it is.
That's interesting, having switching up defenses a little bit. Adams tries to drive the baseline, or Pleat rather, number 5.
Pleat's really, we mentioned left-handed, but he's good at going either direction.
Well, that time he went right and throws an errant pass intercepted by Luke. And now we have now we're going to have a technical foul called on Adams, as he was really going at it with Luke Helmuth there, back and forth. Luke kind of stayed in there, and I was hoping they wouldn't call him for like a double technical.
Yeah, Luke kind of, he handled that exactly like he needed to. He didn't back down. He wasn't the aggressor, but he kind of did a little good of an acting job there to get the attention of the referee.
And sometimes you have to.
So he's going to shoot his free throws first, and then we'll have somebody shoot the technicals properly. Maybe him. If he drills them both, you might as well keep him there.
Didn't have any problems with that one.
Maybe you put Wiley on the line and get him on track a little bit.
There you go. That's a good coach's decision. That's what they're going to do. So Luke has already hit 6 free throws tonight. Wiley trying to get in the book right here. Oh, spins out. He'll get another.
Yeah, I think I've noticed with Wiley the last couple of games, it seems like he's thinking a little bit too much when he shoots it instead of just letting it fly.
And he rolls that one in. Got the spin. So now Wiley in the scorebook. 25-19, Westview's opened up a 6-point lead now.
Yeah, I think we get out at half court after a technical. So
right. So Luke will inbound right at the half court stripe across the way from us.
Well, changing defenses that time worked out pretty well.
It sure
did.
did.
Got a turnover, got 2 free throws out of it, and a technical.
Austin Slabaugh, Minix for 3, and he banks it in.
Well, when you're struggling, you'll take anything.
Yeah, that's right. That's Westview's second 3 of the night. Luke has the other one, and he steals the basketball here. Luke, good no-look pass to Caden. He'll put it up, and they're going to call the foul on the floor. The basket didn't go anyway.
Still 2 shots.
Right. Our guys are still getting used to that.
I think the referees are too.
Yeah, they are.
Imagine refereeing for 40 years and always having 1-on-1s.
Yeah, that would be an adjustment. Caden Grau at the free throw line for the Warriors. His first appearance at the charity stripe. Can't get that one. He'll get one more. 28-19 Westview.
Yeah, we have missed a few free throws tonight. That's I think 4 maybe we've missed at least. I think we're going to go to some kind of maybe full court pressure here or keep up what we were doing.
Second free throw, and he rolls that one in.
And Central Nova is going to take a timeout.
41 to go, first half. We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Let a call that you might think was a bad call affect the next play, and they just keep playing. And so that's senior leadership, but that's also emulating your coach. So
that's what we've had here. These kids.
So a 7-0 Westview run, the last minute 19. So we'll try to finish out strong here and go into halftime with a good lead. I think Central Noble called a timeout probably to face that pressure, so we called it off. Good coaching move right there.
With a basketball guard on the right wing, he'll get it out front to Pleat. Now to Andrews. Andrews will go up top to Freeman. They'll take it all the way around to Pleat again, and Pleat is bumped by Austin Slaybaugh, and that'll be Austin's second foul of the night.
And the 5th on the team.
So once again, we'll be shooting. Wade Springer will check in after the first free throw.
We've kind of got a handle on Pleat a little bit after the first few minutes. You know, he was kind of driving wherever he wanted. We kind of got a feel now for where he wants to go, and we're doing a pretty good job of staying in front of him and making him do tough stuff. I think we're going to bring Wade. Oh, no, we're going to keep Austin in the game, even if Wade, or Austin Grau still in the game.
Right.
Caden Grau. Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to quit. I'm just. You all can see what's happening.
It's still early.
No, we brought Austin out. He and Wade both have 2 fouls, but Austin's done most of our ball handling tonight, so we'll get him out of there for the last minute while we go to our spread offense. And Wade has started a lot, so he's very experienced out there, and it could be a time for him to get a nice opening.
So I was just thinking, I mean, he started a lot of ball games, so it's nice having that coming off the bench, that ball handling ability that Wade has.
Yeah, it's a little dicey out there right now, so we'll just I think we're going to go to a little more traditional type. Maybe not. 20 seconds to go.
Zepp to Springer. He'll swing it back out front now.
Yeah, now we got 10 seconds to go. We may not have time to run much here. 5.
Zepp with a shot from 3.
Oh, that's a big shot. Just like they planned it,
yeah,
right?
that was perfect. I mean, everything worked out well, and that puts Westview 12 up at halftime here at Central Noble. 32-20 is our halftime score. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and Jamie will be back with halftime scoring right after this 2-minute break. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Welcome back to Central Noble High School, where you're witnessing a very good Saturday evening basketball game. Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring chicken fajita pizza as their December pizza of the month. So this second quarter was really a little more entertaining than we've seen in Ohio. We've seen multiple timeouts. We saw a technical foul. We saw oodles of free throws and fouls. Both teams were in the bonus by the end of the quarter, so that's at least 10 fouls and probably more like 12 in that quarter. So lots of action, but the most important stat, if you're a Westview fan, is that we outscored them 19-10 in that quarter after a 13-10 start to the game in the first quarter. So Westview leads 32-20 at halftime. For Central Noble, their scoring looks like Spencer Adams has 2 points. He's a 5'10 senior. 5'8 senior Drew Pleat, their leading scorer on the year with 15 a game, has 7, about half of his average. Number 10, Nick Freeman, a 6'1 sophomore, has 2 free throws for 2 points. Jackson Andrews, a 6'2 senior, averaging a little bit over 5 points a game, has 2 in the first half. Reddick Zolman, 6'2 junior, has a basket for 2. And Isaiah Gard, the big guy, 6'4 senior, has a 3-pointer and a 2-point basket for Central Noble. And it was in the first half, they only hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, they did.
So they didn't really shoot that many, I didn't think. And we did a good job of taking that away. For Westview tonight, we played 9 players in the first half. Austin Slaybaugh has already doubled up his average on the year of 2.8 with 5 points. He's got a 3 and 2 free throws. And played very good defense, I thought, on Drew Pleat. Caden Grau, a 6'3 sophomore, averaging 9 points on the year, and has that already in the first half. He had 8 in the first quarter to really get us rolling. I think we were down 6-0, and he had the next 8 points. Luke Helmuth, averaging 11.5 on the year, has 11 in the first half, 6 free throws, a 3 and a 2-pointer. Wiley Minix has 4 with a 3 and 1 free throw. And Wyatt Zepp, who struggled a little bit in that first half offensively, drilled a big 3 at the buzzer, leading into halftime for his only basket of the game. And Canman and Wade came in the game, and Owen and Micah was in there for a little bit. Mike, I think, got on the stat sheet with a foul, and Wade has 2 fouls as well.
Right.
Wade and Austin have been alternating guarding Drew Pleat, and I think they're doing a great job of making his life difficult. And that's kind of the key for their entire offense.
Exactly,
I mean, you can see when he can't do what he wants, they really can't do what they want. And they're doing a great job of, I mean, he's got half his average, so he'll probably end up with his average or so, but they're making him work for it. And if we can stay out of foul trouble a little bit, this could get dicey in the fourth quarter if all these guys that got 2 fouls have 4. But I think the players adjusted a little bit the last few minutes of that quarter, and there weren't quite as many fouls as we saw in the first half of that second quarter.
Right.
So, a couple of the things I've noticed, Isaiah Gard, he wants to shoot threes. Last year he was really effective inside, offensive rebounding, and even posting up. And Wyatt Zepp has done an excellent job defensively on him on the perimeter and inside, and frustrating him, forced a couple of turnovers, and the only basket he had was that 3-pointer. Well, no, I guess he had another 2-pointer, but the only 3 he had was off a broken play off an offensive rebound, which those are, sometimes that's not the defender's fault necessarily. So really good. I thought our best attribute that half was our defense.
Definitely.
We held them to 10 points in each quarter. They're averaging 56 on the year. And they scored 50 at Angola, or here against Angola, 51 against Fort Wayne South, and 67 in their opening game against Fort Wayne Canterbury. So, if you're holding a team to 10 points a quarter, that's a really good defensive average. And that's about what we're out on the year. We're at 43 points a game that we're giving up. which is, bolstered by the 28 points we gave up against Northwood. But,
That's right.
it still counts, and that's how you get averages. So good first half performance, really overcoming an early 6-0 deficit, and we're up by 12. So after that first couple of minutes, we've outscored them by 18 points. So we really controlled the game.
Complete the way he started out, looked like he was going to have one of those games again because he scored their first 6. I think he had all 6 points, or their first 6 points anyway. And then our defense shut them down pretty much after that. So
yeah, we really did, and it looks like Central Noble, at least in the first half, and we haven't seen them play before, but they struggle with that secondary scorer of who's going to be that consistent secondary scorer, and that's what we noticed in the stat sheet coming into this game. He's averaging 15 points a game, and their next one is, 8?
Zolman, almost 9.
Yeah, Reddick Zolman is at 8.7, and Guard is at 6. And so Pleat is clearly their number one offensive option.
Right.
And so if we could just make it tough on him. And really what turned that tide in that second quarter, I forget the score exactly. We were up 3 or 4. We went to that kind of half-court trap, which can be a little risky. You give guys a little more room to drive and get open shots, but our coaches were confident in our ability to execute that. We forced 2 straight turnovers, which led to the technical, which led to us really opening that lead up. And so that was, I thought, a turning point in that second quarter, definitely in the first half.
Definitely. 12-point lead for Westview at halftime here. And we'll be back with more of our halftime show right after this 60-second timeout.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine in, carry out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And we're back. Both teams out on hardwood getting in their warm-ups before the halftime begins here in about a minute and a half. Good to have you along tonight. Next week, we have coming up Elkhart Christian on Tuesday night. Then I believe it's a Friday night game with Angola, both at Westview.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a homestand coming up.
We
I believe. About 4 in a row, I think we do. And
then,
then,
Lakeland, and then after the first of the year, it's East Noble. And then I think, let's see, we go on the road. I'm trying to think who we play, where we used to play Hamilton. I'll have to look at my
schedule. Are we at Hamilton this year?
We don't play Hamilton.
Of course, then we have Lakeland again in the NECC at home.
Yeah, that's
right. So we kind of play them almost back-to-back at home.
Yeah, after East Noble. Oh, it's that LaVille road game.
So instead of going an hour one direction, we go an hour the other direction.
Yeah, that's right. And then the tournament hits the following week. And as we mentioned, Westview starts their tournament play on Wednesday night.
So 5 of our next 6 games are at home.
Right.
And then we start that typical at Fairfield, at Garrett, right after the NECC tournament. So
and East side.
And we could be playing Fairfield at Fairfield in the NECC tournament. So back-to-back trips to Fairfield is potentially on the docket. So some exciting basketball coming up. If you're going to go to Fairfield, make sure you get tickets early.
That's right. Yeah, I've been there years when I haven't broadcasted, where I've had to stand in the corner.
Yeah.
It
brings out the best in both fan bases, I think.
That's right.
Well, coaches want to see consistency, and we've worked hard to get to this lead, so let's not do things uncharacteristic and give up easy baskets. Let's not foul if we don't need to foul, and let's work it and get good offense and get some easy baskets. We didn't have a ton of easy baskets in that first half. We had a lot of free throws.
Right. missed a bunch of free throws. We'll see if we can get that straightened out here in the second half. We don't have our statistician here with us tonight, Dan, so we don't know exactly what the shooting percentage was, but I know we did miss a few free throws. So Central Noble with the basketball to begin the second half. With the ball out front is Andrews. He'll get it over to Pleat. Now to Adams. Driving is Andrews into the paint. Fadeaway jumper won't go, and a rebound yanked off the glass there by Austin Slaybaugh.
Yeah, nice defense by Wiley that time, making him take a tough shot. There you saw one of their other players trying to create a shot, and it's just not as natural as it is for Pleat.
Wiley fakes from 3. Bounce passes it down low. Slaybaugh had knocked away, gets it back, drives the baseline, gives off to Helmuth. His jumper's good.
Yeah, Luke's become really consistent with that 15-footer.
Yeah, he looks real comfortable from there.
Yeah, nice drive by Austin. You know, he could have forced that layup.
Pleat drives, has it knocked away. Now loose on the floor, battle for it, picked up by guard. And he'll get it to Adams quickly around to Pleat. Pleat has it knocked away. Last touch by, I think it was guard that got his hand in there.
It was. Austin had grabbed it, and then guard knocked it out of his hand. So Central Noble's going to go to a little bit of full court pressure, try to change things up a little bit. It's probably a good idea for them to try something different like this, just to see what can happen. It can either get you back in the game, or it can widen the lead if we get some easy shots. They're going to a little man-to-man full court. So the best thing to do is just get out of the way and let one guy bring it up the floor.
And Luke's doing a pretty good job of that on this trip up the court. He'll give it to Austin Slaybaugh.
I think we're going to run a play here.
Austin being hawked there by Pleat. Good ball handling. Get it back to Luke. In the corner, Wiley for 3. Won't go. Tipped out by Grau. We have a whistle on a foul is going to be called, and that's going to go against Westview, and I believe it is going to be Grau that picked it up on the slap.
Yeah, they call it a hold, which is not a hold. I don't know if there was contact at all. He was just batting at the ball.
Right.
So I think that's a play on, and let him go after the ball. But good shot by Wiley in the corner there. Just didn't quite go in.
The ball now is Adams. Adams will take the 3, and he got it.
Yeah, see number 12 there made that play. He drove and drew an extra defender and caused us to help, which opened it up.
Nice pass inside to Zepp, and he puts it in.
Zepp didn't know what to do with nobody there.
Yeah, he turned around.
Like, whoa, what the?
Looked kind of surprised there. Good job of seeing him from the corner by Luke. Pleat drives, puts it up, has it blocked away from behind by Wiley Minix. Good defense again by the Warriors.
I like the referees there holding the whistle. Those were good blocks, and he's forcing the action, driving into 3 players, and you hate to bail him out with a cheap call.
Adams will inbound for Central Noble underneath. We'll get it way out front to Andrews, and now in the corner left side to guard, and now they're going to call a hold on Zepp. Wow, ticky-tack.
Wow. I don't know. Physical contact is allowed.
Right.
I didn't see that at all.
It's taken away from the game here.
Yeah, I didn't see that at all.
3-pointer in the air and good as Zolman rattles it home. So Central Noble heating up a little bit here in this second half, but the Warriors have pretty much answered.
Yeah, they got 2 threes from that same spot.
Good drive by Zepp. Oh, we've got an offensive foul again on Zepp.
Yeah, that was a bad call. 24 was moving sideways and just body blocked him.
Zepp comes out. That was his 3rd foul.
I like to see that drive, though. I like to see him aggressive. And it's just when you got a big guy driving, they're a target. They're a target for someone to sneak under him. See, there's a body block there on Luke that was
overlooked.
A lot more egregious than some we've seen called.
I know, exactly. Westview brings it up on the missed shot. Luke stops up, gives to Wiley a long 3, and he got it.
He looked much more relaxed shooting that shot.
He sure did.
He just kind of
Second
Flipped it
three
up
of the
there.
night for Wiley. 39-26, Westview up 13. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Driving is Andrews off the baseline, long. And picking it up was Micah Miller. Good ball handling by Austin Slaybaugh. And now we have a whistle, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Pleat.
Yeah, the Westview fans think Pleat ought to have about 7 fouls by now, and it's hard to disagree with it with what they've been calling.
And surprisingly, it's only his second foul of the game.
Yeah, Austin doing a nice job, though, of being patient, changing direction, changing pace of how he's moving to make it hard to guard him.
Helmuth with the ball. Hands it off to Wiley. Wiley looking. His right side now down low to Wade Springer. And he tried to hit Micah Miller, but was cutting the opposite direction.
Yeah, when you got a couple of guys out there right now that haven't had a ton of minutes lately, it's a little more ragged.
Micah had come in for Wyatt Zepp. Zepp with 3 fouls.
It might be the first time this year we've seen him in foul trouble.
Yeah, I can't remember that he was in any of the other games. You're right. Freeman goes right side of Adams, down the corner, down to Zolman. Back out front, it'll come to Adams.
I'll try to go into guard here on Micah, but that's a double dribble.
And you're right. Whistle blows, and it's a turnover on Central Noble. Westview gets it back.
Nice defense that time by Micah Miller on guard. You know, guard's like, whoa, somebody different in the game. Let me go try to post up again. But
right.
Micah's physically strong and able to match up.
Owen Brill back into the ball game for Westview as Wiley Minix will get a break.
Here's where we just need to be patient. You know, if we don't have everybody in the game that's normally scoring, let's just work the ball. We got a 13-point lead. We don't have to be in a hurry to score.
Springer looking inside, now down low on the post to Grau. Grau, no look pass to Luke. He'll put it up off the glass. Too hard, but he's fouled. They'll go to the charity stripe, shooting 2.
I think Adams has probably seen enough of Luke tonight. He got that technical because of the dust up, and then he just got an elbow to the nose in that.
Yeah, he did.
In that rebound.
13, now 14 for Luke. Spun that one in.
We've had a lot of the rim tonight on our free throws, haven't we?
Yes, we have. Some of them haven't gone in, some of them have. Wiley Minix comes back in as Caden Grau comes out. Helmuth makes them both. Hit 8 from the charity stripe tonight to go along with a couple of regular field goals and a 3-pointer for Luke. 41-26.
I just,
foul.
I don't know how you guard if, you know, when you let a guy from the top of the key drive like that, you don't have your help defense to stop the drive. And so that's, you know, that's, as a defense, you want to keep them out of the middle. And it's just hard to do. We're going to bring Camden in because Wade has 3 fouls now. So Camden's quick and can stay in front of him and should provide some good depth here on defense.
2 now with 3 fouls, up and Springer. Inbounding is Adams, who'll get it way out front to Pleat.
And Pleat's like, well, I had a 6'3" guy on me. Now it's 5'7", so yay.
Good pass underneath. Good block by Wiley from behind on guard. And now we have an offensive foul called on Freeman.
Nice job by, what was that, Wiley they just stuck in there? Or was that, no, I think that was Micah that took that charge.
Okay. Yeah, Wiley was away from
Wiley had the block.
Right. Yeah. Once again, Central Noble will apply the full court pressure here as Westview attempts to inbound. Ball knocked away, and Pleat battles for it. Now what do we have? Ball was out of bounds, and it was touching one of the Westview players, so it'll be Central Noble basketball.
Not a bad move by Central Noble with a lineup that we have in there, with some of our regulars not in there, to go full court and try to create some havoc. What else are you going to do? You're down 15. You got to try something.
Try to get back into it. Jumper inside the lane is good by Zolman. He has 7 points for the Cougars tonight. 41-28 now. Westview with the lead. Looking at that full court pressure, and we have a kick, so it'll have to be inbounded by Westview underneath the Central Noble basket.
We're going to bring Zepp in here to try to give us a little bigger target. Oh, we had him deep if we'd have seen it, but.
Good job by Camden to get across the timeline. And then we have a reach-in foul called on Adams.
That's going to be 2 free throws.
So let's see if we haven't gone through any quarters yet where we haven't gotten to the free throw line, have we?
Well, maybe that was only their 4th.
Yeah,
I saw 4 up there, but they must have put that up immediately when they made the call. And that is 4 fouls on number 4.
Yeah. Adams. Pass comes into Austin Slaybaugh. He drives, dishes it off to Brill in the corner. High arcing 3 won't go. Rebound is tipped out to Andrews, and he gets it into the hand of Pleat. Guard, another 3 from long range is short, and the rebound, Wiley Minix for Westview.
Coach Collin, I think we're going to go spread here to try to maybe shorten this game just a little bit.
Wiley drives it, he's double teamed, but Brill got loose, but lost the ball off his body, and Zepp tried to save it, but couldn't. Jaden Tilley will inbound for Central Noble. Brill comes out of the ball game as Luke Helmuth comes back in for Westview.
Yeah, we're scuffling a little bit right now. We're not getting good shots. I think Owen had a good shot in the previous possession, but looks like Central Noble is going to call timeout.
Minute 48 to go, third quarter. Westview 41 and Central Noble 28. We'll be back with more right after this full timeout, 60-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Back to action now, minute 48 to go in the third quarter. Westview leads at 41-28, Central Noble inbounding.
And we got our starters in there again. I think Coach, he kind of senses we're struggling a little bit, so.
Pleat drives it, can't get the basket to go, and pulling down the rebound was Luke Helmuth, ended up on his backside. Now what do we have?
That was a travel. Central Noble caught it, but then they landed, so.
So it'll be Westview ball. Once again, Central Noble applying that full court pressure. Caden Grau looking to inbound for the Warriors. Gets it into Luke. Drives across the lane, or the line rather, with Pleat on him. Now Wiley Minix holding. As the Warriors spread it out here.
Yeah, I don't think we're really trying to kill the clock here. We're just trying to make them extend their defense a little bit and see if we can get an easy shot off of it.
Pleat knocks it away. Tried to anticipate the pass from Austin Slaybaugh, intended for Luke Helmuth.
Yeah, our angle that time wasn't very good on that pass. That's something he'll learn.
Helmuth gets it to Austin Slaybaugh out front in the center circle. Luke down low. Wiley, good post up, put it in.
Yeah, that was a really nice post up and isolation that time. That was a big basket. That kind of got us off our drought.
Wiley now with 9 points. Driving, having it knocked away, and then right into the hands of Jaden Tilley, and he puts it in.
Yeah, that's just being in the right place at the right time, isn't it? Good defense that time. We just couldn't corral the rebound. They've had about 7 of their points just off of that.
That's right. Wiley left open. This time it's short. Caden Grau with the offensive rebound. Good job by the junior.
Yeah, now we'll go for one shot here. Well, no, we won't. We'll have free throws.
Yep, we will.
Well, they got to be consistent. You got to give the refs credit for that. It's probably not fun for them to keep blowing the whistle either.
I'm sure it's not.
But when the guy rakes you across the arms right in front of you.
Got to call it. So Luke will be at the free throw line again. He's been living there tonight. He's hit 8 free throws from the charity stripe. Misses that one. He'll get one more. The 11.7 seconds to go, third quarter.
See if we might pick up full court here on this if he makes this. Well, forget that idea.
Rebound yanked down by guard. Back comes Central Noble. Pleat. He'll drive, try to put up the floater, misses. Ball stripped away from behind right at the buzzer by Pleat. And we played 3 quarters now from Central Noble. Westview with a 13-point lead at the end of the third quarter, 43-30. We'll be back for the fourth quarter right after this. 1 minute timeout. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
And we're back at Central Noble getting ready for quarter number 4. Westview will inbound to begin the quarter. Luke Helmuth at the mid-court stripe. Will inbound for the Warriors. Gets it into Caden Grau. Wide open is Wiley. And he passes up the 3 as by the time he got the ball, guard was right out on him.
Yeah, it's good decision there to, unless you've just hit 5 in a row and you're red hot, that's
right.
That's a tough shot.
Zepp fakes the 3. Bounce pass down low as Austin Slaybaugh had posted up, and we have a whistle and a foul's going to be called, and that's going to be a wing.
Oh my goodness, they called an offensive foul on that?
Yeah, haven't seen that this year.
Oh boy.
Third foul on Austin Slaybaugh now, so now we have Springer, Slaybaugh, and Zepp all with 3.
Well, like every quarter, the key to winning this game and finishing it off is defense. So let's make them take tough shots.
That was a tough shot.
It was.
Got it to go.
Yep, that's a good move by Isaiah.
Springer gets it across the timeline on the pass to Luke Helmuth, back to Wade. Central Noble and they're man-to-man. Ball loose. Luke, then our senior, was able to corral it with some patience. Now they try to get it inside. Zepp can't find a handle. Pleat was right in there on him. He drives all the way, misses a shot, and the rebound's eventually pulled down by Wiley Minix.
Yeah, I like how competitive we are. You know, we don't give up anything easy in there.
Pleat was making those shots last year, but I don't think our defenders were on him as quite as tight. Shot by Caden Grau is good from three-point land.
He's just kind of the silent assassin out there,
Yeah,
isn't he?
he
He just kind of floats around and
that's right.
just hits them when you need them.
Third three of the night for Caden. 46-32 Westview. Guard, long three. It's going to be short. Once again, Wiley Minix skies for the rebound for Westview. He'll take it down the lane, have it knocked away from behind. Eventually picked up by Jaden Tilley for Central Noble. He'll get it to Pleat. Guard, he'll put up another three. Way off the mark. Wiley Minix again grabs that loose ball for the rebound. Grau drives. Good drive to the
nice
basket.
move. Nice left-handed finish over guard that time.
I called Caden a junior a little bit ago. I mean, he plays like a senior, but he's only a sophomore. Wow.
Yeah, really nice mature move that time. And guard, I think they might want to have somebody else shooting those out there.
I think so. Zepp with a rebound on the missed shot by Central Noble. Westview with a nice, comfortable 48-32 lead.
Yeah, here, what do you do now and put them away? You know, 16 is not a sure thing in the fourth quarter with the three-point shot.
Zepp, double team.
No foul there?
It up. Yeah, a lot of contact, but now the referees decide not to blow the whistle. Ball kicked out of bounds. That's got to be Westview. Oh, my goodness.
I think Luke hit it.
Okay.
I don't know if it ticked off of his foot or not, but Luke hit it from behind.
So Central Noble will retain possession. Inbounding will be Spencer Adams way down in the corner. And he'll get it into Zolman on a lob out front.
Nice defense by Luke there closing out.
Once again, Pleat drives, knocks over Wade Springer. No whistle.
Yeah, Pleat is pretty frustrated right now. We've done a nice job of harassing him and teaming up on him.
Grau with it, right side. Gets it out front to Helmuth. Dangerous pass, and now what do we have? It's going to be Central Noble ball. No foul on that one. It was just a turnover.
Even though he tackled Luke by the ankle, I guess that doesn't count. Well, some sloppy turnovers. The coach can't be happy with the start to this quarter. I know we've extended the lead a little bit, but we've had some turnovers that are just kind of unforced. Passes are a little slow.
Basket counts on the drive in there by Zolman, and he's fouled.
Yeah, nice move by Zolman that time, showing that he does have a little bit of ability to create his own shot.
Now Grau has three fouls, and Zolman completes the three-point play. 48-35. Westview with the lead in the basketball. Springer works it right side to Grau. Luke left open, passes up the three, takes it down on the baseline, misses a shot from there, and three Cougars were there with the basketball on the rebound.
Yeah, that probably wasn't the best shot. That was a tough one.
Once again, Pleat drives, can't get the basket to go. He gets his own rebound, gives off to his teammate Adams from the corner, and he hits a three, and a quick timeout called by their coach,
now we're
Ben
down to a
Lemon.
10-point lead. That's why you can't turn the ball over when it's a 16-point lead.
3:49 to go. We'll take a short break here. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Host your next conference or retreat in the heart of Amish country at the Farmstead Inn and Conference Center in Shipshewana. Our beautiful Amish-inspired inn is within walking distance to downtown shopping, theater, and delicious food. The perfect setting for any event. Located across from the famous Shipshewana auction, where every Wednesday at 9 a.m. you can find deals on furniture, antiques, primitives, art, glassware, tools, architectural salvage, and so much more. Plan the perfect getaway. Visit Shipshewanatradingplace.com.
And we're back at Central Noble. Westview with the lead, 48-38. Just a 10-point lead now after being up 16.
Yeah, this is as close as Central Noble's been in a while. Not a great start offensively for this quarter for Westview. Just in the decision making, some sloppy passes, some forced shots, and it doesn't take long for that to have an effect.
Slaybaugh back in the ball game now.
And then Austin picked it up in the worst spot you can possibly pick it up.
And a timeout called by Coach Pribble.
30
very
seconds.
Shrewdly there, because Austin was about to be trapped in dead man's,
yeah, that's
zone.
and he hasn't done that often this year.
No.
And the key there is they're going to try to trap you across half court, and you can't go anywhere. So it's almost like a triple team. So dribble right up to the line, and if you have to back up, you can. And he just we were a little scattered that time with where everybody was, and I think this pressure is bothering us more than I think it should. It's not that great a pressure, but we're a little discombobulated out there and just need to settle down, execute how we practice breaking the press, get a couple layups out of this, and this game will be over.
Well, we've both seen them break this press very easily and smoothly. So.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll go to a little bit of a delay game here. I don't really want us to do that. I think we need to continue being aggressive. But this is one of those games where, okay, we've controlled this game pretty much from start to finish. Let's get out of here with a win.
Right.
Let's get this clock down to triple zeros and get out of here.
Get on the bus and go home. Slaybaugh with it, right side. Good drive into the lane, gets in the air, gets off the grounds, left wide open. That shot's short, and skying for the rebound is Zolman, and back comes Central Noble, a chance to get that lead down under double digits, and an offensive foul, so a break for the Warriors there. Good defense. Was that Grau that was set up?
I believe it was, yeah. So after missing the shot, he races back down the court and takes a charge.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it because he had missed that shot, but he really hustled getting back. Caden will come out of the ball game. Luke Helmuth back in for the Warriors. Get a ball handler in there to try to get it through the zone, maybe. Wiley Minix.
I think we have Zepp Long, if we'd see him on some of those on those releases, but we just times when you've turned it over a little bit, you're a little hesitant to take a chance on a pass like that.
Yeah, we seem to don't have that same confidence we've had most of the year.
Third foul, I believe. Maybe that's only the second foul on Central Noble. That's hard to believe, only the second foul this quarter.
Wow.
Oh, now they put the third one up there, so that's their third team foul.
Inbounding will be Austin Slaybaugh for Westview. He gets it into Luke Helmuth. Luke on the baseline. He'll force it up and can't get the roll, but he's fouled. It'll be a two-shot foul for Luke.
I think that's on Pleat.
So Pleat, I have him for two. Let's see what
I think that's his third now.
Yep.
And they're calling that the third team foul, so I guess they jumped the gun on the last one. Nice to see Luke hit that free throw.
Yeah, he missed a couple in a row the last time, so he hits this one. That gives him 9 for the free throw line, and now 10 as he hits both of them. 17 points for Luke tonight. Leads his team in that department. 50-38, Westview back up 12 once again. Oh, now they're going to call a blocking foul.
Yeah, we had a miscommunication on that as Zolman was bringing the ball down the floor. Our guys were talking and pointing, and nobody picked him up.
So Zolman doesn't get the basket, but he'll be at the free throw line shooting 2. Second foul on Wiley Minix tonight. 2 minutes, 44 seconds to go in this ball game. Shot rattles in. That time by Zolman.
Yeah, we've held Zolman down most of the game. You hate to see a guy start getting heating up here with the last name Zolman, because they can shoot.
9 points for Zolman. He misses that free throw. Slaybaugh gets it to Wade Springer. Not a Zepp. Wyatt looking for help. He'll take it down on the baseline on a dribble and then lose the handle into the hands of Guard. And Guard mishandles it, but tips it over to his teammate there, Zolman. He drives and puts it up and in. Zolman's kind of taking control here.
Yeah, somehow we can't guard him all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on out there.
Now our lead is under 10, under double digits, down to 9, 50-41 with 2:10 to go in the ball game.
Well, and at this point, you've lost a lot of the lead, and you're afraid to take your normal shots.
Now a steal by Central Noble on the pressure. Pleat in the corner. Adams left wide open. He misses the three. Zepp for the rebound, and we have a foul underneath. That's got to go against Central Noble.
That was a big miss right there.
Oh, holy moly. He was wide open, and we've seen him hit those earlier tonight. He has 2 from that corner. They call that on Central Noble. No, it's Westview basketball.
Yeah, I think our fans were a little well, they were lining up around it looked like they were lining up for a free throw.
That's what I thought.
Big rebound by Zepp that time. Hasn't had a great offensive game, but good rebound that time.
Break the press. Zepp with the ball. He'll hold it up and wait for some ball handlers. It gives it to Wade Springer.
Yeah, the key here is spacing. Don't be too close to each other where one guy can guard 2. Well, we knew it wouldn't be easy closing this off.
I was beginning to think it was going to be, but
well, we've had these last couple of games, we've had a little bit of a trend of fourth quarter turnovers.
Right.
And so that's something we've got to correct.
Wade hasn't hit the scorebook, and now he does as he hits a free throw. He's now 3 out of 3 from the free throw line this year. Well, I guess that doesn't include the Northwood game, so.
I don't think he had any free throws against Northwood.
Yeah, I'm thinking he didn't either.
He had that one big layup over the big guy.
This is that one off the back of the rim, and the rebound's pulled down by Central Noble's Pleat. Pleat underneath, tries to hit guard, but it's tipped away into the hands of Luke Helmuth. Now up court to Caden Grau. Grau drives the baseline, and we have a whistle and a foul is going to be called.
That'll be 2 shots. That was a big catch by Caden that time.
I was going to say he needed all his height to get that pass.
That looked like a quarterback throwing it to the corner of the end zone in a fingertip catch.
That's right. So the foul was called on Andrews, his 3rd. And Caden Grau at the free throw line. He hits his first free throw. 2nd of the night for Grau. He has 15 points altogether. Second shot is good as well. 53-41, Westview back up 12 now with 1:25 to go in the ball game. Zolman drives. Again, Adams from the corner. This time it goes up over the glass. Corralled by Austin Slaybaugh. Now to Luke Helmuth, and he's bumped by guard. So a foul on Isaiah Guard.
I think the thing that we've done the last at least 2 possessions on defense, so we've ratcheted up our defense again. You know, Zolman was driving to the basket unmolested there.
Yeah.
About 3 possessions in a row, and now they're struggling to get a good shot. And that last one was a good shot, but we had a hand in the face.
Well, and of course Central Noble had really ramped up their defense, so they were causing some turnovers. Luke Helmuth hits free throw number 11 tonight.
I just think we play a little more fearlessly in there when Luke's in the game. His physicality, his toughness, his decision-making really comes to bear in the fourth quarter when we're clinging to a lead.
He's got a lot of confidence, and I think he passes it along to his teammates. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Central Noble. It'll be Westview basketball. 61 seconds to go in the ball game.
Yeah, looks like about one more basket should do this. I mean, it's probably safe to say we got a good chance at it right now. 14-point lead with a minute to go, but we need to inbound this and hit our free throws and should be able to warm up the bus.
Wiley is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Westview, of course, in the bonus.
This will be a good game film for the guys to look at. You know, we won, but here's what we did in fourth quarter.
Right.
Many times I've seen a release guy off the press that's open under the basket. We're not even looking for him. So it'll be a good chance to practice. Let's catch the ball and turn and look.
Good point. 10 points now for Wiley Minix, and he'll have one more. Second shot, nothing but net. 57-41 Westview. Inside a minute to go in the ball game. Pleat can't get it to go this time. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, misses again, and the rebound's pulled down by Caden Grau. And we have a foul on guard. He got it in the chops there, but
he did. Well, I think we're not the beefiest team, but we play physical.
We do.
Yeah. They're not afraid to mix it up. Even the more slender guys out there really, they hold their own in there.
Caden's first free throw spins out. He'll get one more. He's had a good ball game as well. 3 3-pointers tonight for Caden.
Yeah, he hit those 2 big ones to get us started, and then he had one there in the fourth quarter when we were struggling just a little bit,
right,
and drilled it. What's he up to point-wise tonight?
17 or 16, I guess.
16?
Yeah.
Is that his career high or for a Westview season high? Can't remember if he had more than that in like Northridge or one of those games. But
I thought I had that out. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Caden's high this year was 18 against Busco.
Okay, so he could tie that if he makes this free throw. Yeah, he and Austin, with their length and their youth, provide a really good foundation for the next 2 years. That's
definitely.
It's one thing to have really good guards that are 5'8" and 5'9". It's another thing when they're 6'3".
Nice job by Minix just hanging out. Picked
Sometimes
up the
you
trash.
just get lucky, don't you?
Put it in.
I think that matches or maybe is our biggest lead of the night.
59-41. Shot no good, but tipped back up and in by guard with 25 seconds to go and a quick whistle.
I'm not sure why their coach wants to call a timeout. Maybe he's going to devise a play here, but impressive win by Westview on the road tonight. Yeah, especially early season. Nobody's at their best as to what they're going to be for the year. But to come in here, get down early, 6-0, and just hang in there, and since then we've outscored them by 22 points.
I was pretty much anticipating a barn burner here tonight.
Same.
2 teams with good records, 3-0 on Central Noble's side. And they, like you said, we don't know that much about who they play, but they did play Fort Wayne South, which you'd think, it's a big city school, and Canterbury's had some really good teams in the past. And Angola is respectable.
Absolutely. Just it shows our potential.
Right.
I wouldn't even say we've played that great tonight. We've had untimely turnovers.
That's right, yeah.
We've had some foul trouble, but, we've just done what's needed.
Now he's going to break Wiley loose, and he misses the layup, but good job there, breaking the press on the football pass down the field. And now we'll come to the other end of the court.
That's only the 4th foul, mercifully.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking they both had, 5, but not this quarter.
The only mystery yet is will we hit 60 points?
21.4 seconds to go, and now both teams will unload their benches.
And where we're at right now is the average defensively that we've given up this year, 43.
Oh, yeah, good point. So both teams unload their benches. 5 new faces for each team on the court now. We'll pick up ours. Daniel Yoder's in the ball game. Also, Camden Yoder's come back in. Mylan Miller. Well, so Micah Miller's also out there. And we have Christian Mauer. And number 15 is Ethan Spencer for Central Noble. He'll get it right side to Shota. And now to Wilkinson. Kieran, and that'll do it. 59-43 is our final score. Westview stays undefeated in the conference as they beat the Central Noble Cougars on their own floor here tonight in pretty impressive fashion, 59-43. And we'll take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back, take a quick look at scoring and wrap things up back after this.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Host your next conference or retreat in the heart of Amish country at the Farmstead Inn and Conference Center in Shipshewana. Our beautiful Amish-inspired inn is within walking distance to downtown shopping, theater, and delicious food. The perfect setting for any event. Located across from the famous Shipshewana auction, where every Wednesday at 9 a.m. you can find deals on furniture, antiques, primitives, art, glassware, tools, architectural salvage, and so much more. Plan the perfect getaway. Visit ShipshewanATreatyPlace.com.
Welcome back to Central Noble High School, where we've just witnessed Westview defeating Central Noble 59-43. Very consistent effort from Westview throughout. Got down 6-0 early, and from then on, effectively, we outscored them by 22 points and really controlled the game. Central Noble cut it to 8, I believe, or maybe 9 there in the fourth quarter when we had some turnovers and they hit some threes. But impressive effort. I think this score is going to get some attention around the Northeast Corner Conference. Individual tonight, Central Noble, Jaden Tilley had 2, Spencer Adams 8, Drew Pleat. Guess how many he had in the second half? 0.
Well, yeah, we shut him out.
7 in the first half, 0 in the second half. 2 for Nick Freeman, 2 for Jackson Andrews. Reddick Zolman had 9 of his 11 in the second half, and Isaiah Gard had finished with 9 as well. For Westview, really balanced tonight. Wade Springer had 1, Austin Slabaugh 5, Caden Grouse 16 big points. Luke Helmuth leads us tonight with 19, include 12 free throws. Wiley Minix with 13 and Wyatt Zepp with 5, including that big 3 at the buzzer just before halftime that really kind of got us going. So, you know, the thing I like about this team, among other things, is they're just not selfish. They don't really care who scores. You know, Wyatt started out the year scoring the most, and now somebody else is, and it's going to, you know, I don't know if you're an opponent how you game plan exactly on who to guard. We just kind of do it as a team, and there's maybe no star out there, but we're doing it together, and that's what you like to see.
Yeah, we've got a lot of depth on the team, and like you said, yeah, a lot of the players are pretty evenly matched, and they play well together. They work well together, and it's going to be an exciting year, I think.
Yeah, it really is. This was a big win at Central Noble.
59-43 was our final score. We're glad you could join us here tonight. Our next action will be Tuesday night over at Westview as they will host Elkhart Christian. We hope you can make it out for the game, but if you don't, join us right here at LaGuanaMedia.com. Thanks to our sponsors tonight. Our game sponsor was Weaver Furniture Sales, and they have 2 locations in Shipshewana. Also, our pregame show is brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited internet no matter where you live. Also, our halftime sponsor was Pizza Depot in Millersburg. This evening's games was also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring the Shipshewana Antique Auction. Hyde Auto Body over in LaGrange on US 20. Yoder Crossroads, located south of Shipshewana on the southwest corner of State Road 5 and US 20. By Emma Warehouse in downtown Emma. Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Stutzman Power Equipment on US 20 in Shipshewana. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Shipshe Automotive Service in Shipshewana. Also LaGwana. Animal Care Clinic of Topeka by Jerry Standard in Middlebury. Southwind Flooring at 7300 North, 1000 West in Shipshewana. Today's game was a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network. So for our entire staff here tonight, color commentator Jamie Miller, our engineer was Jeremy Anderson. This is Jerry Hostetler. Good night, everyone.